Good evening, Action Figure Plus fans. This is the General coming back at you with the complete Flags of Our Fathers project. Complete, finally. Yes, the USS Flagg, our flag, is finally complete. And so this build initially started as a project build, but we've since brought it up to snuff with the most finest components that we could find. And we've brought this flag up to 100%. Now, all of you G.I. Joe heads know of this piece, the 1985 USS Flagg aircraft carrier, big signature staple piece of the entire G.I. Joe vintage line, and still the biggest toy, or at least the longest toy, maybe even the biggest toy that has been made for a 3/4 inch line. Anyways, I'll take you around the ship a little bit. So yeah, we got a Flagg flight deck. Obviously, flight deck's in pretty good shape considering the age. In a couple more years, it's going to be 40 years old. But everything's in order. No broken tabs over here. All original hardware. I didn't put the clips in the deck. The deck clips there, I didn't put them in just because sometimes they're a little bit fragile. Any of these pieces, folks, for sure can be kind of nitpicky and sometimes a little bit fragile, especially in the tabs and the elevator section. The elevator base is down in there too, the actual elevator base. Sometimes I've seen repros, and they're pretty good too. But I went to the lengths of getting that the actual elevator base, so that's in there. But yes, it's definitely an awesome piece, and it's such an impressive piece just on its own. Forget all the stuff that you can put on it or whatever. It's just has that nice big wow factor punch that only it can deliver. And truly, in pictures, it doesn't do it justice until it's in front of you. So we got that nice white top. White top. I didn't put the doors on because again, folks, can sometimes be finicky or whatever such. They're not broken or anything like that. They're just off, just so that it's easy to tear it when it comes time to tearing down. I just want to be very delicate on those tabs. For sure, for sure. And try to get the whitest sort of parts and components possible. So we got that. We got the tow hook and fuel vehicle, the actual tow hook, actual pumps. Decals, we didn't bother going and using the Repro Decal kit. That'll go inside the box that I'll talk about in a moment here. But we got some Repro Decals, and again, this is, of course, if somebody wants to go and do that. We just wanted to leave a lot of what was originally on as we could in the initial cleanups and things, just to have that. And so the lifeboat's there. The antenna is there, everything with the antenna, the actual mast cap. All that stuff's there. The ladders, the deck clip, or sorry, the Y pins. And again, actual Y pins, not the Repro ones, which are fine too. Again, sometimes it's still a lot more cost effective to get the Repro, which is all good. The arrestor hook cable, that's all in there. And the derrick crane, same deal. I just didn't click that in just so that tabs and all that stuff remain intact. But they're non-broken tabs, no broken tabs at all. Actual engine cover. Of course, we all know keel haul. I might even get generous and throw shipwreck in there. I was thinking about recarding them, but I don't know. I might just throw them in there just for kicks and giggles. But yeah, Admiral and shipwreck hanging out. So yeah, and all things considered, the flight deck, it is what it is. It's nearly 40 years old, like I was saying. So, it's got a little bit of scuff, a little bit of wear. Didn't want to go and wipe her down too bad just because, again, it's not too bad. It looks like it could have been used for many a Joe landing. But I've seen way worse. And again, it's important, folks, again, at home, just to, make sure the edges are nice on the flight deck. Make sure there's no, like, kind of chips and breaks. I know it's hard sometimes. But at one point, I was thinking actually about maybe potentially changing that deck. But, I think it was going to be turning out just fine for that. So, yeah. Such an impressive piece, in varying stages of condition. Definitely the con tower is awesome. Lots of white parts. And again, folks, when you're looking in loose samples, especially for the second deck wall, make sure that tab is in there. A lot of people mismentioning that tab. Again, all the tabs too on the second deck wall can be pesky. Same deal. I didn't click them all in just because, again, they can be sometimes quite fragile, as the hinges, like I was saying, on the door. And yeah, we got that. And actually, this version of the flag has the Canadian flag on the flagpole. Whether that's a thing with collectors, I'm not sure, but it's a Canadian rendition. It may have an American flagpole as well. And I just printed out the instructions and things like that for that. I mean, again, people can look online and things. I just, again, to give you some idea of if one wants to go and go to the effort of redecaling this. So I'll take you around the other side in a minute, folks, here. But so far, it's turned out quite good.